Parsons' return to Dallas on Sunday turned into an offensive explosion that sent the game into overtime. Jordan Love, yesterday, Jerry Jones told us how he's feeling about his team after the game.
Has competed not just in this game, but the other 3 games as well.
All right, Jerry seems thrilled. Doggy, your thoughts?
Well, listen, it's a 40-40 tie. Green Bay was a huge favorite in the game. They played pretty well. Packers were lucky to get the tie. They had to kick the field goal at the end of the game. They did have a 13-0 lead. The Cowboys came back. The Packers special teams have been historically lousy. That's LaFleur's fault. They do a terrible job on special teams. They lost the playoff game in San Francisco because of special teams. But this Micah Parsons thing, you know me, I've been on this. This is such a waste of time. And I don't like to get on NBC because they're good. They're good to us. But they made this out to be that Tom Brady was going back to New England after 6 Super Bowls. He had just left. They won 1 playoff game. He had 1 sack in his career in postseason play for the freaking Cowboys. They never won anything. And their defense didn't play great. And on and on and on. And you watched it last week with the Ryder Cup, all their promotions. Micah back in Dallas. Who cares? Nobody cares. I want to watch the game for what it is. I didn't watch the game because of Micah Parsons. He's not a quarterback. And the other thing is, they made a big deal about this play on the sack. 56 was going to make the tackle. They went on and on about how Micah saved the game. No, he didn't. 56, whatever his name is, the linebacker. What are you, the football guy? What's his name? He was going to make the tackle for Green Bay. He's not scoring.
You don't know that.
Oh, yes, I do. He wasn't scoring there.
You don't know
but
that.
on and on and on about Micah Parsons. Enough. I'm sick of it. I can't take it. He's great. I get it. But he's not a quarterback. He left 2 weeks ago, man.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah.
They went crazy. I don't know how you feel about it. Don't look at me that way. But it drove me crazy. This is their whole promotional theme. Micah Parsons back with Dallas. Nobody cared. The sports fan didn't care.
How long you been covering football?
Well, covering it as a fan. You want me to go as a fan?
How long you been covering football?
Oh, following it. How's that?
You know that. You know this was important. You acknowledged
To
it
who?
this week. You. It
Micah,
was important
because
to you.
Micah Parsons is back in Dallas?
The game happened Sunday. Today is Wednesday, and you look how emotional you are about it.
Well, I haven't had a chance to scream about it, so now I get.
You got Patrick Cantlay ready to go, and you see the
Nobody listens. You know that better than anybody now on Mad Dog Radio. So now I get a chance to say something. I get some viewers.
Actually, they do listen. Ratings up over 25%.
Let's go.
Just so you know. So let's get that out the way first. That's number 1. Number 2, let me say this. I get where Doggy's coming from in all seriousness. Here's the part that I want to bring up. You know, I don't like that Jerry did.
I was about to go ahead because I hope.
I don't like that. There's a story beyond the football field. It's like we know that Micah Parsons is big time. No, he's not Lawrence Taylor, and I get that part. And no, they didn't win playoff games with them. They just won 1 playoff game. I got that. I understand that. But what I'm saying is we know the brother big time. And what you're trying to do is what you're prioritizing. If you're Jerry, you're prioritizing. I made the right decision by not signing. That's what you're focused on. You're focused on making sure you win the narrative. That's what you focused on. And I'm like, really? That's what you're going to do? All the brother. Because again, then it brings us back to what was the issue in the first place? You did offer him $41 million. You offered him $41 million.
There was a lot of value there.
So why are you talking about him like he's damn near trash? Now, I know he ain't say that. Micah Parsons is a great player, but we also saw some vulnerabilities. We know because that's why we let him go. And all. Come on, man. You don't have to do that. You're better than that, Jerry. You're better than that. You know, I love you, buddy. But you're better than that, okay? You don't have to do that. Micah Parsons is big time. He's an elite player in the game. You turned on him because he wanted you to speak to his representation and stop acting like a conversation with a 25-year-old, soon to be 26-year-old at the time, was tantamount to negotiating with David Mulugeta. That's the story right there. And so for Jerry to try to gloss over it, he doesn't realize that in the end, first of all, I expect Green Bay to be better than Dallas. I expect Green Bay to be in the playoffs and not Dallas. But most importantly, when that happens and when we're revisiting this conversation, so assuming Micah plays the way he's capable of playing, it's not about the fact that he departed from Dallas. We're going to remember the why. And the why was, there's GM, there's the player, and way, way, way down the road, as he said on my show, is the agent. Come on, man. That's what this is about. And that's what we have to remember.
Man, dog, you have a bunch of conversations about football scenarios all year. You know this, Peter. And you start talking about, like, what do these moves, like this move is symbolic of Jerry's personal vendetta. And I think people try to construct it around football. One, I feel like the statement was conceding that you thought y'all were going to lose. For you to be that damn happy about a tie, you conceding to everybody else that I thought we wasn't going to win this game. And it was going to be an embarrassing night for the Dallas Cowboys. I have a major problem with that. Now, I don't know contextually if the players are going to read it that way, but I have never walked off of any field of competition thinking that a tie felt good. That's number one. When he makes this statement about the quarterback was indispensable, which one ain't? That's playing at a high level for you. Like that's not you're not telling us anything about the Dak Prescott situation in isolation to Micah Parsons being gone from your football team.
Actually is.
No, Stephen A., my point is this. You did the same thing with Dak last year and the year previous to that. No, your personal vendetta.
I agree with that. What I'm saying is that the reason he's bringing that up is because he ultimately reached an agreement with Dak.
Yeah.
And he wants everybody to know. See, I kept this dude.
But
I do pay.
I do pay.
It's a quarterback. It's indispensable.
I agree.
When you have one. You got quarterbacks making $250 million right now that ain't playing near as good as Dak Prescott. Dak Prescott in 3 seasons won 12 games with the Cowboys. The ones where he was available
and one playoff
beyond
game.
injury.
And one
playoff game.
Right.
All right. So at what are you gonna upgrade the position? No, let me get back to the topic of Micah Parsons. Jerry Jones got so locked in on the personal thing that went on between him and Micah Parsons that he thinks a tie game makes up for the decision he made to trade him. Stephen A., I'm not talking about the agent and not meeting with him. We in football season. Your defense has given up 40 points a game, and you conceded in a tie with the Green Bay Packers, and you want to tell Mad Dog Christopher Russo, Stephen A. Smith, and Peter Schrager that you feel good about the trade because you tied with the team of the dudes you traded.
In the same breath, his defense with the almighty Micah Parsons, Green Bay's defense gave up 40.
But, Trades, we watched Green Bay lose to Cleveland last week, didn't we?
Yes.
Everybody remember that. This is football. Jerry made this about Micah Parsons' trade and how it looks in a tie that you feel like, what did we win? Is the question that players ask. Yeah. Did we win the game? No. But in his statement, he tried to suffice for that because Micah Parsons didn't perform off the charts, and they tied the team that they traded him to.
He's almost more happy that they tied.
Yeah.
He played great.
That's my point.
If he would have played great and they won.
And they won. Man, come on,
My
man.
point, though, is the Micah Parsons impact. Everybody seems to think that this is a huge development that he was going back to Dallas. I am telling you, the average sports fan, 4 weeks into the season, it's about the court. They don't care anymore. All right, I don't care that Micah Parsons went back to Dallas. NBC, on and on and on. Enough. Not only that,